Hello and welcome to my behind the scenes video on the making of my skeleton twins. These were made with a windshield wiper motor, which I will link below. Here is the very earliest setup I did, and basically you can see how everything works. These are just generic skeletons I bought online. Just broke the joints and reinforced them with bungee cords. When the body reaches the furthest point away from the motor, a wire will pull the head back, which is on a gate hinge. The head will then lower back due to gravity. This will repeat as the motor rotates. The metal brackets were purchased at a hardware store. They were configured in a way that I thought would work and was figured out through trial and error. Next, I did a layer of brown spray paint. You just wipe it off and it gives everything a nice look. Here's a look at the joints. They're just glued in and taped. I basically made it up how I did this part. There are other ways to do it, but this worked. I also drilled through the head to get the electronics I needed for the LEDs. And for the other one, I actually used the battery compartment for an electronic component that I wasn't using. So I just drilled in and the wires were fed through the back of the skull. Next, I used a hairdryer and some contact cement to give a fleshy, stringy look for these spaces in between the bones. Then a layer of spray glue and some polyfill, which will give everything a nice texture and something for the paint to stick on. I'm looking for a kind of fleshy, newly dead, gooey look here, so I think this is going to work out great. When that's dry, you can press the polyfill down and form it into shapes that you like. Next, a layer of liquid latex. Here's how everything looks dry. You could stop here, but I want to go even further for a more detailed and grotesque look for these two. I used a dark brown here and worked my way up to light brown. Next, a few layers of stage blood of varying textures to really give everything that finished look. Followed by a layer of Mod Podge, which is basically craft glue. That will seal everything up and give it a nice, fresh look. This is a look at the skeletons, painted and rigged up with the motor finally mounted. I had to raise the skeletons up using planks of wood, so the motor didn't have any resistance. If the motor had any resistance, this would not work. I also extended the metal piece that branched off from the motor. I really like how everything looks, so I'm going to move on to the next step, which is costuming. I bought these outfits from the Goodwill, and I basically just ripped them up, got them dirty, and painted them. The hair is from a wig I purchased at the Goodwill. You want to work your way up from the bottom of the skull, layering it to give it an authentic look. Cobwebs were then used to give some detail, but to also conceal some elements, like this bumper I had to install so the head didn't drag. You could really do whatever you want here. I added some camouflage to the base and some vines, so it'll look good when placed on the ground. It'll blend right in. And that's it. Here is a look at everything put together in the daylight. I really love how this came out. I hope that this inspires you guys to do something similar. Give me a like and subscribe. Please, I would love to know your thoughts on this project and if you're going to do something similar. Thanks very much, and stay tuned to the channel for more.